flesh, bones and blood of the earth. There's a fire and water within me, and the air that I breathe of the world. And I know deep within me I live on and on, like the waters of life and the salt in the sea. I live on and on, but I don't yet know where the waters of life and the salt of the sea they dissolve. There's a wind and it blows and it thunders, and the rains come and go on the plains. Once I saw you there standing before me, and now I am here all alone. And I know deep within me you live on and on, like the waters of life and the salt in the sea. You live on and on, but I don't yet know when the waters of life and the salt of the sea they dissolve. When I die while you're alive, where am I? When I die while you're alive, where am I? Chideva dehastu chideva lokash, chideva bhutani chidendriyani, karta chidanta karanam chideva, chideva sarvam.
Om Shanti. One night, I dreamed a dream. As I was walking along the beach with my Lord, across the dark sky flashed scenes from my life. For each scene, I noticed 2 sets of footprints in the sand, one belonging to me and the one to my Lord. After the last scene of my life flashed before me, I looked back at the footprints in the sand. I noticed that at many times along the paths of my life, especially at the very lowest and the saddest times, there was only one set of footprints. This really troubled me. So I asked the Lord about it. Lord, you said once I decided to follow you, you would walk with me all the way. But I noticed that during the saddest and the most troublesome times of my life, there was only one set of footprints. I don't understand why. When I needed you the most, you would leave me. He whispered, my precious child, I love you and will never leave you. Never, ever. During your trials and testings, when you saw only one set of footprints, it was then that I carried you. This is perhaps the most famous Christian poem which all of us have been listening, reading since childhood. Who has written this poetry? Nobody knows. There are claims by about 12 people for this authorship. The poet sees only one set of footprints on the sand of life. During the saddest and the most troublesome part of life. and is protesting and is complaining to God where you disappeared, why you left me in the lurch. Why you left me alone when I was in trouble. And the Lord said, I was with you all the time. During all your trials and tribulations, I accompanied you. There was never a time when you were without me and I did not accompany you. During your troublesome period, during your trials and testings, it was I who was carrying you. Love is the greatest magic trick. And Baba said, you are the divine magicians. Even God, who is beyond all bondages, free from all the bondages, you have brought him into bondage. The trick of love's magic. You have cast a spell upon him that he just thinks of you. He is restless without you. And Baba said, what sort of magic is this that you invoke me all the time and I have to be with you? When you are eating, you call me, so I have to come. So I am busy all the time because so many children call me at one time. When you walk, you call me and I have to accompany you. When you sleep, you call me and I have to sleep with you. When you do any work, you say, we are just instrument. The work belongs to you. So indirectly I have to carry out that task. When problems come to you, when storms storm at you, you leave everything unto me. And because you surrender, I have to intervene. God doesn't intervene unless and until you surrender. So long as you keep on saying, I will do this and I will do that, he sits as a detached observer. The moment you surrender everything unto him, he steps in. If you feel any burden, you give that burden of your actions, of karmas to him, and he has to happily take it. In the last, you keep him always with you, and he willingly concedes. So this is love's trick. This is love's magic. And you are the spiritual magicians. No matter what you do, you are invoking him, you are calling him, and he is at your beck and order. The journey of togetherness, the journey of spiritual partnership with God, no matter where you are, you stay with him, he stays with you. And children ask, Father, when will we come to Madhuvan? Madhuvan is the name of state of being, not place, not location. You invite Madhuvan to your kitchen. So this is the spiritual magic. We live, we move, we have our being in Him. To feel the invisible presence of the divine all the time. You wake up and the divine is with you. You sleep and the divine is with you. You move around and the invisible canopy of the Supreme is always there. To feel that divine invisible and let that invisible penetrate the subconscious. And God no more remains a person but becomes a presence. The divine presence. The divine fragrance. The divine melody, sounding and resounding in your ear. So this is the divine magic. The Murli starts with describing a spiritual fair. Life is also like a spiritual fair. You see so many visions, so many vistas, so many things happening. Things happen, things disappear, people come, people go away. Beautiful and variety of things and decorations. And there are two visualization meditation in this Murli. Parva said, I see a crown of light on your head. And in that crown of light, there is a jewel of soul shining brightly. Drop the ego crown and wear this crown of light. This crown of light symbolizes spiritual awareness. I am that eternal spark of light, indivisible, indestructible, eternal, permanent. I was, I am, and I shall be. The light crown symbolizes soul consciousness. So just sit now and visualize. Close the eyes and feel the crown of light. The golden light. And soul shining in the middle of this crown. The only practice is to feel the detachment from body. Body is different and I am different. This segregation, this separation, I am the one, the driver. The master of this body, this senses. I am the boss Body is subservient to me. That is the first visualization. And the second is 3 forms. Baba said, see with your eye of knowledge. Eyes of knowledge. These 3 forms, the present form, the future deity form, and the third form of corporate, when the world is worshipping you. Baba is talking about 3 forms, and we are confused about our first and 1 form. To see oneself as one is, that's the task. Stand in front of the mirror and see who you are. The real, the unmasked. The undecorated, the uncorrupted. So visualize your present form. What is it like? How pure it is. And the greatest effort is to get detached from everything which is false, from everything which is artificial, and from everything which is unreal. Everything which is phony. Is a beautiful English word, phony. It means artificial. It comes from the English word telephone. When the telephone was discovered, invented, that time, whatever you are speaking, the other person would not hear the same voice. The voice was a bit different, distorted one. That which is not real, that is called phony. The real self as you are. So 3 forms means the Brahmin form, as I am. The real form, the pure form. Your future self, the deity form. And the memorial. Baba said, you become a mirror who reflects virtues. Others should get attracted to you because they should see their virtues in you. But if you reflect their faults, they will come and smash the mirror. So be a mirror. This is a beautiful habit or practice to see the beauty around. The beauty is there. And we will see in our lives there are people who always see the beauty. They are so expert and skilled. And there are people who see only the ugliness. There is a hidden beauty around. The beauty is in air. Watch the beauty in small things. The beauty in the rising sun, and the beauty in the morning meditation, and the beauty in the morning spiritual discourses, and the beauty in the little interactions, and the beauty in eating, in drinking, in sleeping, in looking around, in walking, and the beauty in these challenges and situations and circumstances, and the beauty in the opposition, and the beauty in the critics. And there is a hidden beauty everywhere. The life is a great drama. The script is so beautiful. Find the spiritual humor in this cosmic joke. Laugh it off. That's the beauty of life. So these are the two visualizations from this Murli. And today's task, you can create some slogans whilst reading the Murli. You have to do something with the Murli. You have to extract some points so that you can think, churn, reflect, so that they become the part of your thinking, so that they no more remain the part of some text. The book of Murli should become the book of your life. It is this book that will become the ship that will wade you through, ferry across the ocean of circumstances. So make this Murli your friend. Be a Murli athlete. This is the Murli marathon. Baba is talking with multiple groups and said at last that everything is one. You all have come to one. So imagine, describe one day of Madhuban. How is it like in 10 points? Imagine you are in Madhuban, and what is it like to be in Madhuban just for a day? How that day would be. Think of that day. Start from the morning, Amrit Vela, then class, then food, then service, then atmosphere, then interactions, then people whom you meet. Experiences. 4 pilgrimage places. Describe this unique experience. Whilst you are in your places, in your homes, let the Madhuban descend upon you. Know well, it's not just the name of the geographical place, but it's the state of being. Madhuban is symbolic of the inner sanctuary. A pure state of being, where the mind is filled with such utmost purity that you see beauty around you everywhere. Sat Chit Anand. You become the very embodiment of Sat, truth, Chit, light, and bliss, where every moment is Madhuban. Madhuban is the name of divine memory of purity, which is etched on the surface of soul. Om Shanti.